Hi guys, Joe Magnotti with AdSense Flippers again, teaching about site migration and the second step, which is backing up our site files and database. The first thing you're going to need to do is you need an FTP program like FileZilla. I like FileZilla because it's free, it's open source, and pretty easy to use. So one thing you're going to want to do is create a subdirectory to put all your files, and I've just called that AdSense Flippers because that's the site that I'm using. You don't want to put it in any sort of root directory or just directly on the desktop or something like that, because WordPress has a lot of files that you need to back up and it can get quite confusing. So going ahead and using the connection manager here, we'll just connect to our server. As you can see, I'm logged in now, and you probably see a lot of these directories be blurred out. That's because I don't want you knowing the names of the other sites. But the two directories that you do need to know are DB backups and AdSense flippers. DB backups are where all the SQL backups from our databases are stored with GoDaddy. So I go ahead and go into that directory, and right now I only have 2 files in there. And if I went ahead and looked at my backup from what I did to the database, you'd see that the file name is right here. Okay, so I know that this is the SQL file that I need to bring over to my local machine. So going back to FileZilla, I can see that there's the SQL file. You don't need this log file, you only need the SQL file. Go ahead and drag and drop that onto the local side. And it'll take a little while because it's kind of a big file. Not too long, I mean, it depends on your connection. Here in the Philippines, it tends to be a little bit slower, but again, AdSense Flippers is a larger site than some of your typical niche sites, so it may have a little bit more data. So after you do that, you're going to actually go ahead and start backing up your the directory that contains all the site files, and that's going to be the one that you've connected it to. So AdSense Flippers is the one in this particular example. Just go ahead and drag that over. And you'll notice that the queue gets pretty high. There's going to be a large number of files. A typical installation, even with just a few pages of data in WordPress, will have 1,500 to 1,700 files. An authority site like AdSense Flippers could have 2,500 files. And depending on your connection, this could take quite a long time. So sit back, relax, maybe go get some lunch, and then come back and make sure that all your files are done correctly. If you do get any failed transfers, they'll show up in this tab. You can just right-click and click Reset and Requeue All, and that will make sure the files get transferred properly. Well, that's it for this step. We'll be coming back to you with another screencast on the third step.